So it's a really restorative yin practice. Some of you will have practiced it with me before in the studio, or maybe this is your first time. So let it be whatever it is. As I said, if you haven't got a wall close by, then you can do all of the poses without the wall. It's just a way of easing back a little and finding that ability to just simply be back in your practice without any attachment to going further. So we're going to start by coming to a comfortable seat with our spine up against the wall. So bringing that spine along the wall, folding your hands down onto your knees, and just shutting your eyes down, feeling that length from your tailbone all the way up your spine, right through to the crown of the head. And at the same time, just let your shoulders drop away from your ears. Taking this moment to fully land here. And I often invite you to arrive. Sometimes I get these strange looks as if physically, of course, I'm in the room. And you might be on your mat. But are you here fully? Or your thoughts and what's for dinner if you haven't had it? The conversation that you had or you're yet to have. Can you let the mind be still? Just land here completely. Taking a few rounds of breath to land here fully. Maybe you notice the coolness of the door, the wall behind you. Maybe you're listening to the sound of the inhale and the exhale. Take a moment to scan the body. And as you scan the body, I want you to become aware of any areas that are tight, maybe holding tension. Can you send the breath there? Let it linger for a moment. And then slowly let it leave the body. And as the breath leaves, that area starts to let go. You might need to take the breath there again. Let it linger until it fully releases. Making sure you scan the whole body. Not forgetting any small areas. Allow the whole body to rest, to find ease. Notice how your breath is. Letting the day pass. Allow that breath to find its rhythm. There is nothing to do other than simply be here in this moment. If there's noises around you, housemates, children, the outside noises, can you let them all become faint whispers? There's no reaction. We simply allow ourselves to be here fully. And keeping the left hand on your knee, can you bring the right palm toward your face, resting the peace fingers in the middle of the forehead, the right thumb against the right nostril, the ring finger gently against the left. Take a deep breath in here. Open the mouth, let the breath go fully. Close the right nostril off, inhale through the left. Pause at the top of the left as you close the left nostril. Open and exhale out the right. Inhale right. Pause as you close the right. Open and exhale left. Inhale left. Pause to close. Exhale out the right. Inhale right. Pause to close. Exhale left. Inhale left. Pause to close. Exhale out the right. Inhale right. Exhale left. One more round. Inhale through the left. Close and exhale right. Inhale right. Release the hand. Exhale through both. Take a full breath in. A long, slow breath out. Keep that breath moving. Keep focusing on that inhale and the exhale. Noticing now if the breath feels even on both sides. And then slowly allow the eyes to open up. And you're gently going to turn to the side of the wall. So almost like you're hugging yourself up against it. Then slowly lay your spine down on the ground. And from here, you're going to turn, letting your sit bones come up against the wall. It might not look that graceful, that's okay. So your sitting bones will be against the wall and just extend the legs long. And here we come into our first pose, legs up the wall. You have an option here of letting the hands rest on your belly. You might open them out like a T shape, or maybe you reach them long overhead. So take a moment to adjust. If you need to wriggle back a little, wriggle. We're going to be in each of our poses for 5 minutes tonight. So close the eyes down if you want. If not, can you create that fixed stare? Let the body surrender to this moment. Almost like you're letting everything drain away from the day. There's no forcing of the breath. It simply flows in and out. Obviously, if you're away from a wall, you can do this pose with the legs just facing towards the ceiling. You don't have to use the wall, but I know many of you have done this with me before. Really enjoy the more restorative version of wall yoga. The first minute, there'll be talking from me. And then after that, you're going to be left mostly in silence. The guiding into the pose. And then allowing you to take the time to absorb it fully. Remember, you do not have to be perfectly still. If at any time you need to make an adjustment, do that. There should be never any pain. But sometimes there may be a discomfort. If there is a discomfort, take a few breaths to see if it turns into comfort. If it doesn't, then just adjust the body slightly. Take a full breath in here. Open the mouth, sigh the breath out fully. It's easy to think when doing wall yoga that the body isn't doing much. But I promise you, the benefits are strong. As humans, we're almost told that we have to be busy, that there needs to be this sense of drive, this pushing forward to achieve more, to be all that we can. From here, slowly bend the knees, drawing the soles of the feet together, and then gently slide the heels down the wall. We're coming into our wall butterfly pose here. So you're going to start to feel the stretch in the adductor muscles on the inside of the leg. For some of you, the groin. Now, depending how tight you are in your body, the heels might be further down, they might be further up the wall. So just find what works for you. And again, the arms can be overhead. They might be out to the side. They might even rest on your knees. The upper body really can be doing whatever it wants to do. But what if we were to slow things down a little? To be okay with not pushing ourselves. I was listening to a TED talk recently that studied the age of a group of people in mainly Italy and Japan for their longevity. These people generally are the highest areas for living a long life. Well into their 100, they lived a simple life. Most of them enjoyed a beverage at 5 o'clock, not too hard for many to do. They ate a predominantly plant-based diet. They enjoyed regular activity every day, maybe walking to the shops, walking to catch up with a friend, biking to the local village. There wasn't exercise like we have come to know it, but their bodies were constantly moving, whether it was seated to standing, just that constant movement through their body. They had a faith of some form. They loved the family, and family was a huge part of their life. There was a sense of purpose. That purpose that got them up each day. When looking, these people in these villages, they were not doing anything too difficult, in the sense they weren't constantly striving to be more. They weren't trying fad diets, going on different courses to better themselves. They lived a relatively simple life, but a beautiful life, and enjoying each day. So as hard as lockdown can be, maybe it is our opportunity to reevaluate, to appreciate the simple moments, to take an opportunity to nourish ourselves, not for today, but also for the future. Take a full breath in here, a long breath out. Slowly let your legs travel back up the wall. Just pause for a moment, noticing where you felt that sensation. And then with control, start to widen your legs, coming to a wide straddle. And for many of us, this pose done away from the wall can be one where we're constantly fighting to fold further. So there is no need to fold down. The back is supported by the earth. So instead, you open your legs to where feels right for you. If you want to, you could always prop underneath the outer legs with books, blocks if you have them at home, even a tin of food. And try not to go too far. You're going to start to feel the stretch along the inside of your legs. For some of you, maybe into the outer hips as well. And then where do the hands want to be? You want to feel the connection by placing your hands onto your belly. Do the arms want to widen, almost in mirror of the lower legs? And at the same time, notice if you've gone too far, if you haven't gone far enough. And if it's too much with the legs straight, gently place a bend in the knees. Notice if you feel the stretch more on one side than the other. Where do you notice it more? The inside of the legs, the outside, maybe through the quadricep muscles. There is no right or wrong. Just one more minute here. If your mind is active, it's okay. But see if you can focus on the breath. Maybe you say, I am breathing in on the inhale. I am breathing out on the exhale. Letting that breath keep you in your practice. Slowly bringing your hands to the outside of your legs. Gently fold them up, back to the center. Pausing for a moment, the hands might stay on the legs. And then softly open your arms out wide to a T shape. Bending the knees, draw the soles of the feet down the wall and gently drop both knees, sliding the feet against the wall, coming to a twist. If you need to adjust back away from the wall a little bit, just shimmy back. And then let the head turn down the left arm. And you'll know all the variations to do these away from the wall if that's where you want to go. Working with the space that you have around you. Adjust where you need. Find that gentle twisting sensation in the body. Like you're slowly bringing yourself out. Take a deep breath in here. A long, slow breath out. Just 40 more seconds here. From here, you're going to keep the legs where they are. Just gently drawing that left arm over Letting the hand rest on the right hand. And slowly slide it down to the earth as you bend that right arm. Letting it act as a pillow, just placing it under the head. Just pausing on our side. Taking a moment to lift the spine away from the ground. As gently as you can, bring the arms up back wide to that T shape. Sliding the feet up, and then gently we come over to the other side. Adjusting as you need to. Finding that twist on this side. You will be as close or far away from the wall as you need. Let the gaze fall down that right arm. If you find that right shoulder wants to lift away from the earth a little, that's okay. Remember, this is your practice. It is not a perfect. So take a full breath in here. Open the mouth, sigh the breath out. Find out harder to rest into these poses. Sometimes gently moving your fingers is enough to help you let go a little bit more. Take a full breath in here. A long, slow exhale. Slowly rolling fully onto that left side as you draw the right arm over to the side. Maybe bringing that left arm as a pillow. And slowly coming back onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. And just give yourself a little rock and roll side to side. Some movement through the body. And this might be fast, it might be really slow. What is it that you need in this moment? Often when we have been on our backs for such a long time, there's that real desire to move. Or maybe for you, the desire is to go even slower. From here, I want you to keep that right knee hugging in. Gently place the left foot against the wall and use the pushing of the wall to just slide you up a little bit. Beautiful. So you'll find that the shin is at that beautiful right ankle to the floor. Then slowly turn the right knee out as you bring the right ankle onto your left knee, sorry. Left hand onto your hip, right hand onto the right knee. And just gently guide that knee away from the midline. We want to start to feel a stretch along the right outer hip. Now, if you want a little bit more, you can always draw that left foot away from the wall and bind your hands around the back of the leg. There, the heel could stay lifted or it might start to drop down. For some of you, you'll need to take the foot away from the wall. For others, you'll enjoy that support of the wall. Remember, in Yin, we only want to really operate about 5 out of 10. So take the time in that first minute to find where you need to be in this pose. You might find that you start on the wall and then you move away, or it might be the opposite. You might stay in the same position the whole time. Bearing in mind you want to feel this right outer hip, you adjust as you need to. Maybe the eyes can close down in this practice, inviting the gaze to turn inwards. But if that doesn't feel comfortable, just let the eyes stay open, but soften the gaze. Slowly letting that left foot come back to the wall if it was taken away, and simply release the right foot to the wall and transition over to the other side. Taking a moment to find where you need to be on this side. That gentle guiding of the knee away from the midline. At the same time, there's a soft pushing of the right foot in towards the wall. That first minute is your time to find where you need to be. The temperature has started to drop. Place a leather layer on if that's what you need. Slow the breath right down. As we go further into the practice, you find that deeper sense of relaxation. Just one more minute on this side. Taking a beautiful full breath in here. Open the mouth, sigh the breath out. Gently releasing the left foot to the wall. And then slowly roll all the way over to your favorite side. Letting the arm act as a pillow. Feel the warmth along the spine. And then slowly you're going to transition all the way over onto your tummies. When you get onto your tummies, bending the legs and just walking yourself back towards the wall, we're coming into a supported sphinx pose. So the feet might rest on the wall, the toes might rest, whatever feels comfortable for your body. Then bring both forearms parallel to each other. I want you to feel a mild compression in the lower back, but at the same time, a beautiful release along the front of the abdomen. Now you could keep the head lifted, or you could gently tuck your chin down towards your chest. If you wanted to, you could place a book, a block underneath your head and just rest your head down. Maybe the legs need to be wider. Maybe they're closer together. The arms might stay down the center, or you might walk them both to the left or right. That first minute is yours to explore, to play Goldilocks. Where is too much? Where is too little? Where is just right? Beautiful work. Take a full breath in here. Open the mouth, sigh it all out. Just one more minute here. You can stay exactly where you are if you want to come into a wall seal, walking the hands out wide to the edges of your mat, straightening the arms as you lift up. Now this may be too much. So if it is, just back out. For me, seal is not really accessible for longer than a few breaths when I'm away from the mat. But I find when I have the support of the wall, I'm able to find this pose. Take a full breath in here. A long, slow exhale. Gently coming all the way down to the ground, placing one hand on top of the other, and just rest in the rebound. And gently drawing yourself further up your mat, however you can, wriggle, might be more active. And then lift the soles of the feet back towards the ceiling, just windshield wide, side to side. And then the only place to go from here is your final shavasana. You may want to do that on your tummy, seeing you've been on your back so much, or maybe if you're like me, you want a good old shavasana on your back. Letting the legs be long, allowing the feet to be wide to the edges of your mat. Wherever you are, arms down by your side, palms facing up. Take a moment to scan the body again. Notice both soles of the feet, both ankles, the lower legs, both knees, the upper legs, the left and right hip, the torso, front, back, left side, right side, the upper chest, the shoulders, front and back, the upper arms, the elbows, the lower arms, the wrists, the left hand, the right hand, the neck, the face, the whole of your head. Notice the whole of your body completely at ease, soaking up this moment. Breathing in, I calm my mind. Breathing out, I smile. Dwelling in this present moment, I know it is where I'm meant to be. Tinch Nhat Hanh. I'm going to leave you right here. You come out only when you're ready. Take the time that you need. Let your body absorb this practice fully. Thank you for joining me in this practice, for allowing yourself the opportunity to check out, to check back in. The light in me honors and sees that light in each and every one of you, from my heart to yours. Namaste.